lot of people do marketing today, and it's kind of haphazard. They, throw up some, they spend money here, they do some things here, and I want to talk about how people can do marketing in a way that that they can feel confident and happy about the results. And confidence and happiness usually don't go along with marketing. People usually feel a little uncertain and kind of frustrated often with their results.
See that all the time.
Exactly. We talk to clients all the time, and they spend money here, and they do these activities, and they're writing blogs, and they got content, and they got a website, and they're like, well, what's it doing for me? And so, I kind of want to talk about, how to create a process or a program that you can really feel good about and really be happy with the results of. In order to get to happiness and get to confidence, you've got to start with a really good plan. You've got to understand what's realistic. You can't say, hey, I'm going to spend $10 and be on national TV and get 1 million impressions or whatever. You've got to start with a realistic plan. You've got to understand what's possible. You understand, who your target is, what you're trying to achieve, what your goals are. So you got to plan it out well. And then you got to have a really good strategy. You got to say, well, what tools am I going to use to get there? Am I going to use a website? Am I going to use radio? I'm going to use television, direct mail, email, digital advertising. There's hundreds of channels out there today. So you got to have a good strategy that really is appropriate for your plan. It helps to work with someone experienced in digital agencies like ours because we work with hundreds of clients. We know what's possible. We know what the best channels are, and we know really where you should start to go first. If you don't know that, you could spend years throwing money up against the wall hoping something sticks, and you'll never really get there. So you got to start with that plan. You got to have a good strategy, and then the last step is you got to execute well. You got to have good ads. You got to run them well. You got to run the numbers, and make sure that everything is on target. And you're learning from the data, and you're always improving. Yeah, you've really got to understand as we start working with clients really where they are. So we start to look at we're in digital marketing, so we start to look at their digital assets. We do a complete assessment of their website, what data they've got. Often they might have a tool like Google Analytics installed that tells them everything about what's happening on their website. We look at all the data. We look at what they've spent in advertising before, what the returns were. We look at their content. Do they have white papers? Do they have blogs? Do they, what do they have? What are the assets? Kind of do that asset inventory, and then we try to help them figure out, well, what people resources do they have? Do they have the team, to execute? Where do they have gaps? So that we really can help them come up with a real plan. So there's a lot of people that will sell you that piece of marketing. So you'll buy this ad, or you'll do this program, or you'll build this blog, or you'll set up this microsite. And it's not terrible, but unless it's part of this integrated plan and a strategy, you're just, you're testing. You're always just testing with that little buy, and you're not really putting it together in an integrated way.